Alright guys, we're back with another video. Supergirl comes out in 1 week, and I am not going to let up on this movie at all.
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
This movie is about to flop. This movie is about to bomb, I promise you. And it's all because of stuff like this.
Over the years, many fans have embraced Supergirl as a queer icon. What do you think is about Kara that inspires that kind of connection?
I think I played a few characters that might have a potential queer through line. I have many queer friends, so honestly, I'm kind of honored. I'm honored that that's happening. But I think because she doesn't live inside the binary of what we think a woman should be.
Look here, man.
That is what makes her so special and so exciting and so new. And yeah, I kind of thought that as well. I was like, she'd do what she'd want to do in that regard anyway. But yeah, thank you.
What the hell is even that?
Now, I don't have a problem with gay people. Supergirl just isn't a queer icon. It just is what it is. Supergirl isn't a queer icon. That is Batwoman. Batwoman is a queer icon, and I would like to see anyone make money off of Batwoman. But yeah, since when has Supergirl been a queer icon, you guys? Unless I've missed something, Supergirl has never been that. And honestly, I do not blame Millie Alcock for this. This interviewer just asked this question, right? She just sprung this on Millie Alcock. I blame James Gunn, Tom King, and Craig Gillespie. They are the ones who made this movie with a certain vibe that this question is even being asked. And I'm really baffled by that. I don't even know what about this movie is appealing to gay people. All the gay people I've met in my life are really put together. They're really well maintained. So I don't know what about this Supergirl character appeals to gay people, but this is not good marketing for the movie. This is not going to help the movie. This clip going around, it's only going to make the box office worse. And I'm sorry, but that is just the truth. You can't have this stuff in your male skewing IPs, and Supergirl is male skewing. Supergirl was made by guys for guys. Just because she's a girl doesn't mean she appeals to girls. I talk about this over and over again. Girls do not buy Supergirl comics. Girls do not show up at the comic book store when new Supergirl drops and buy Supergirl comics. It just doesn't happen. So don't co-opt Supergirl and make her into like this feminist icon or this queer icon, because that's not who Supergirl is. Supergirl appeals to the male gaze, and she's a spin-off of Superman. That is all she is. Yes, her personality is different from Superman's, but yes, she's still a spin-off of Superman. I mean, all the marketing for this movie has just been bad, you guys. I mean, have you seen this cup? This cup looks god awful. What is this? Why does it look so phallic? Why is it all fleshy color? This isn't even the same color as her like normal suit in the movie, or her like jacket or whatever. It should be more brown, but I guess that would be more problematic too, huh? But yeah, this looks gross. This honestly looks like Clayface's cup. This looks like his melted ugly mug all over this cup. But this is terrible. I mean, can I get a Supergirl cup hold the foreskin? I don't want this crap.
I don't want none of this shit.
What? And I don't think people at large want this crap. No one wants to be holding a Johnson. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's one of the worst cups I've ever seen. I mean, we got that scene of Supergirl eating alien. I mean, that didn't go over well at all with the audience. We also have Millie Alcock's statements attacking men and Christian fathers and things of that nature. Nothing about the marketing for this movie has been positive in my opinion, and it really doesn't seem like they're doing too much marketing, even though I think the marketing budget is still going to be very high. I mean, if you guys think this movie is going to do better than Mandalorian and Grogu, I think you guys are just missing the plot. At least that had a Super Bowl ad, that had a freaking stunt at the Oscars. I think Mando and Grogu had more marketing than this Supergirl movie had, and that movie is bombing in theaters. The Mandalorian and Grogu is about to be the lowest grossing Star Wars movie of all time. It's going to be worse than Solo, and you don't even have to adjust for inflation. But this is what James Gunn is giving you with this DCU. This is just terrible. We keep talking about it over and over again. Supergirl should not have been the second movie. Supergirl isn't that popular. I don't care if she had a CW show, she isn't that popular. Her show only had 6 seasons, and I do believe it's one of the shorter CW runs. I think DC Legends of Tomorrow had more seasons than Supergirl, and we all know they really wanted to do a Superman show, but they couldn't, so they just did Supergirl. So yeah, Supergirl just isn't very popular. You know, no one's leaving the comic book store with Supergirl comics. Supergirl has never been a queer icon. She's never been this big feminist. They are about to ruin Supergirl in people's eyes. I promise you that. I don't think this is going to help the Supergirl brand at all. And when this movie bombs, we're just gonna be roasting James Gunn until Kingdom Come. I mean, this whole whole universe that is underperforming is his fault. Nobody asked for Creature Commandos. Nobody asked for a Supergirl movie in phase 1. Nobody asked for a Clayface movie in phase 1. All of those projects, even Peacemaker, all of those things should have been like a phase 3 type of thing. He's going way too niche, way too soon. No one is here for this crap. And even if Lanterns is good, one good TV show is not going to make up for theatrical flops and underperformances. And that Lantern TV show doesn't even look that good. The suits look terrible. It looks like they're about to kill off Hal Jordan and everything like that. God, this guy really sucks. But yeah, when Supergirl flops and Clayface is a nothing burger, it's just going to put all this pressure on Man of Tomorrow. And if the movies preceding that didn't do well, I don't think Man of Tomorrow is going to do well. There's going to be no hype around his universe. It's just going to be James Gunn fans supporting his movies, and it's not going to be enough. I mean, this is slightly off topic, but 2026 and 2027 could be the death of superhero movies. You know, if Doomsday isn't very good and like, you know, Supergirl and all the DCU stuff starts collapsing, you may just get Spider-Man and Batman movies until the end of time because studios know that that will sell. And it's really a shame because DC can make so much money hand over fist. They have the best characters. And I'll be the first one to say this, even if no one else wants to say it. I don't think you'll get this whole queer icon stuff with Zack Snyder. His universe was too masculine. It had too much testosterone. I don't think you would be getting this queer icon stuff with Zack Snyder. And like I said before, there's nothing wrong with gay people. It just like when you have that LGBTQ agenda stuff, like you can't put that in your male skewing things. It just doesn't play well. It just doesn't market well. You are going to lose money doing that. It's the same thing I said about Elliot Page in The Odyssey. A high profile casting of a transgender person in The Odyssey, which skews more masculine, is not going to go over well. It just is what it is. But in the Barbie movie, when they announced that there was going to be a transgender Barbie, that was positive marketing for Barbie because it skews more female. But like it or not, Supergirl still skews more masculine. It skews more male. So this whole like queer icon clip, it's not going to do positive things for Supergirl. You can't just morph something into something that it's not and never has been and expect to make money off it. You know, I think there is a solid chance that Supergirl is never even the #1 movie in America. Toy Story is out right now. It's going to clean up in the box office. And next week when Supergirl comes out, I think Toy Story is still going to beat that in the box office. And the week after that, Minions and Monsters comes out, and I think that's going to clean up. All those Minions movies, they make at least $800 million in the box office. That's going to be a huge hit. I don't even know who Supergirl is marketed towards. It doesn't seem like she's marketed at families. It definitely doesn't seem like she's marketed at guys. And she doesn't seem like she's marketed at girls in the way that Barbie was marketed at girls. And I've said this before, girls don't even like looking at sloppy girls. Girls like looking at pretty girls. Girls like looking at hot people. The male gaze and the female gaze are the same thing. That's what Hollywood doesn't understand. I mean, last night I was looking at tickets for Supergirl at my local theater that I go to all the time, and it was wide open, you guys. I could have had any seat in the house, and this was like the Thursday night showing of it, so you would think that people would be flooding the theaters to see it as early as possible. But no, the theater was wide open. And the theater I go to is maybe like a little bit more of a fancy theater. They have like gourmet food and like actual like legitimate drinks and things of that nature. And so you may be thinking, okay, like check out like a normal theater, like where normal people go. But that same theater, I checked for Spider-Man brand new day tickets because those, you know, tickets just went on sale like yesterday, and the theaters were completely packed. Like I have to get like this weird seat off to the side. So yeah, there's just no hype for this Supergirl movie. I don't think it's going to open with a lot in the box office, and I don't think it's going to gross a lot in the box office. This movie is DOA if I've ever seen one. Hell, I think more people were excited about He-Man, and that's tanking. So what hope does Supergirl have? I don't think Jason Momoa is going to be the huge draw that people hope that he is. The general audience does not even know who Lobo is, and I don't know if Jason Momoa is a massive superstar to just command butts and seats like that. And I've already seen some of the fire leave the James Gunn fan base online. I've seen comments already where people are saying things like, I think this Supergirl movie is going to be good, but I don't think it's going to make money in the theaters because the Snyder Bros are gonna make it flop. Hey man, if the Snyder Bros have enough pull to make the Supergirl movie flop, maybe they weren't the minority you thought they were. You know, call me crazy, but I think a director who makes movies for guys in a male skewing IP like DC Comics may have a larger fan base than the director who doesn't make things for guys. You know, I can already hear those James Gunn fans typing down below, but the fact of the matter is we are going to find out who is right really soon. This is nothing like Marvel's Phase 1. Do not compare this DCU to Marvel's Phase 1. Don't tell me that The Incredible Hulk flopped. The Incredible Hulk came out the same year as Iron Man. They both came out in 2008, and Iron Man got the bulk of the marketing, not The Incredible Hulk. I guess they assumed the Hulk was going to sell himself because, you know, he was a more famous superhero than Iron Man. But yeah, this Supergirl movie is a whole year removed from Superman. I'm sure it has a big marketing budget, at least $75 million. So yeah, don't compare this to like Marvel's Phase 1 where like the Incredible Hulk flopped and some of their other movies were like break-even movies, because the fact of the matter is that Superman underperformed in theaters. It lost like $42 million in theaters, and Supergirl looks like it's about to be a flop as well, like it's about to lose a lot of money. Clayface may make some money, but I don't even think a lot of people are gonna see that movie, so who cares? James Gunn is the wrong guy for the job, and I think everyone is going to realize that really soon. But hey, if I've said anything that you guys liked or agreed with, subscribe to the channel. This is the best account without a silver play button. Click here to binge more of my content. And as always, thank you for inviting me into your home, and thank you for joining me in mine. I'll see you guys in the next video.